Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, again in his room in his testing facility. I have to do this video. Unfortunately, I had a lot of my clients and people from all around the world contacting me with messages telling me that they are having suicidal thoughts. They don't know how to deal with panic attacks. They've been taking medications, they've been taking all kinds of crap that's not working. Now please forgive me for wearing sunglasses here. I had let's just say I've been in the sun for a little bit too long and I have an eye infection. Please forgive me if I don't have the camera exactly on me. I did it to the best of my ability. I'm kind of blind right now, I can't really see, so if you're seeing the wall or or wherever the if you're seeing a wall or whatever, just hear the message, and I hope this can help you overcome stuff. I mean, I should have waited. I know you're thinking I probably should have waited till it goes away and then do a video, but I really need to release this video ASAP because a lot of these people are in trouble and they're hurting, and they're in a lot of suffering, and I want to get this over with. I want them to break out of their shells, get the hell out of the, they're imprisoned in their own bodies, and I want them to walk, and to do great deeds out there in the real world. So now I'm going to talk to you about something, panic attacks, right? It affects so many people in the United States and all around the world. It's caused from anxiety, but also there's other things outside the box that you people have to think about that I will tell you later on in this segment. So first we're going to talk about the introduction, okay? What is a panic attack? What is a panic attack? So, tightness of the chest. You feel like your chest is tightening up. I had a lot of clients came up to me. They reported they thought they had a heart attack. They would go to the emergency room because what happens is, I'm going to explain, the chest starts, you start to palpitate. Your heartbeat starts, beating like crazy. And what happens is that freaks you out. You wake up, and you're like, oh God, and you feel like you can't breathe. You start to hyperventilate. You start to hyperventilate, and what happens is, your blood, starts, you start getting pins and needles in your fingers, and you feel like you're numb. You feel dizzy, nauseous, like you're about to collapse. Your blood pressure jacks up high, all the way to the top. You feel like your life is over. You feel like you're gonna die, and what happens is, you call. Sorry about that. You call 911. You go into the emergency room. And now, guys, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, when you have these kind of problems, you should definitely get checked by a doctor. I'm not a fan of doctors. I think they're all full of crap. But in this case, when it comes to life and death, your instincts, always trusted. God put it there for a reason. Get yourself checked. Get the EKG done. Any type of scan done. Make sure you have no medical problems first. And, if you need a second opinion, you go ahead. I recommend that. Go and get a second opinion, a third opinion. See where it leads you. But I had people that went to the emergency room like 30, 40 times, thinking the doctors don't know anything. They have a heart attack. They know what they feel. I'm going to teach you a little something about panic attacks here. What happens is, your brain, God made it, designed to be, God made us to survive. You understand? The good Lord, always cares for us. He built our body to survive. So, in other words, what do? Right? The fight or flight response goes cuckoo in your brains, and next thing you know, it starts to challenge you. It says something is wrong. This anxiety, you feel a tightness in your chest. It triggers another thing and another thing and another thing. Next thing you know, you feel like you're having a heart attack when you're really not. What happens is, I'm going to explain to you. When you get cut in your finger, how come all the blood doesn't fall out of your body? You know why? Because the good Lord, what he did was, he made it that the blood actually pulls back, right? So only a little bit of blood comes out, so it pulls back. So what happens is, in an anxiety, general anxiety disorder, well, with a panic attack, The reason you feel pins and needles is because the blood is going all over your body because it's trying to look for what's wrong. So it goes away from your fingers here. Then it goes away from your legs. And that's why you feel numb in your, you feel so numb in your knees that you'll fall right down. And, and so on and so forth. You get, your blood is going all around trying to see what the hell is going on. What is the danger in your body? And because of that, you have those pins and needles feelings. So, and everybody that has a panic attack becomes very they overanalyze themselves. So, everybody has a heartbeat. Let's say the heartbeat skips a beat, which it happens all the time. You freak out. You feel pins and needles. You freak out. Oh, God, I'm having a heart attack. And what happens is, this thing, it takes control of you. And then you start to say, the doctors don't know what the hell's going on. I know what's going on. I know what my body is. And, if you're like, especially guys, we're really stubborn people. And what happens is, we don't want to hear what these docs and quacks say. I mean, this is what, we know what we're feeling, and this is a problem. And what happens is you start to go into this depression that my life is over and nobody cares. Everybody says it's in my brain and it's not. And I had so many clients of mine came to me and they were telling me, Lior, it's not working. I had a lady who's about 20 years old. I'm sorry, for 20 years. Sorry, she's about like 50-something years old. She's about 20 years. She's been suffering from this thing. She's been on medications, she's been on everything, you name it, and she's been going back and forth to the emergency room because she's thinking she has a heart attack. And the truth of the matter is, I told her about what's going on here. And, I took her out of it. So right now I'm going to give to you guys this information, all right? I'm not selling books. I'm not doing that. I do not understand why on earth does the most precious creation of the good Lord, humanity, have to make a profit out of every little thing. I don't understand. When it comes to goods, I understand selling stuff, you need to make money, that's fine. But you're coming out with a cure that you went through this problem and you found out a cure on your own. Why not share it with the world and help your fellow brothers and sisters? I just don't understand how a human brain can think like that. I just can't. And it really pisses me off. So I'm giving you guys this information, and hopefully I'm going to crush every damn industry out there to make sure that you guys receive this information so you can live lives, your good lives, all right? The only payment I ask for is only one thing. Pass it on to your fellow brothers and sisters. Do not charge them any money. Pass it on, okay? So now let's go into what do we do to deal with it, okay? So okay, first off, you need to retrain your brain, okay? Basically, that mind over matter crap, you're going to be going against yourself, which you have to look at this as a big blessing. How many of us get to challenge ourselves in a fight of true mind over matter? I guarantee you guys, I guarantee you, when you get your mind straight, you will be in control of your own brain. You understand? You will be in control of your own mind for the first time in your life. You are going to be like, mind over matter. You are going to feel amazing. You're going to feel freaking amazing. I can't even begin to tell you how great you're going to feel when you get out of this. So you got to get that in your mind first. This is a blessing, not anything else. Think of it as an obstacle the good Lord has given to you to test you to become, to become something more than you are right now, okay? You're going up against your body, okay? Your mind, sorry. So here's what we're going to do. First off, what we're going to do is, if you can't see me, I'm sorry, please understand what I mean by pierced lips. You go like that, whatever. So I'm going to be just telling you this. Hopefully I got it right. Just in case, I'm just going to move myself a little bit here, there probably. There you go. Okay, so first off, what you do is cut caffeine out of your system for the first couple of weeks. Just see where it leads you, okay? First off, this is actually, let me start this off. First off, what you got to do is stop hitting that 911 button. After you got checked and you know there's nothing wrong, okay? And it's hard to know that. You got to make a stand. You got to say to yourself, you got to tell yourself, if I am to die, from a heart attack, whether I sleep, whether I rest, whether whatever, I'm going to have that heart attack. There's nothing that's going to stop it if I sit in the wrong way, in a different way, in a position, or if I run around in circles or like a chicken with his head cut off. No matter what, you're going to be dead. Even though I'm telling you, you're not. I am guaranteeing you, you have nothing wrong with you. Okay, you are being tested right now, all right? So please, people, I beg you to just listen to me on this, okay? You got to retrain your brain. So how do you do it? First off, learn to first cope with the damn thing. So for the first week or two, this is what you do. Do what's called a breathing technique, all right? You have to sit down in a chair, sit up, okay? Wait for it to happen. Now, when you're going to be waiting for it, and you really mean you're going to wait for it, I guarantee you that's not going to happen. Because, okay, the whole part about it is it's the fear in your head. That fear feeds into it. Sounds familiar? We'll talk about that later on, and you'll see how I think outside of the box. Okay, so you'll see. Now, fear is a big thing, all right? So that's you got to terminate that fear. And the way you're going to terminate it is that you have to learn to like those panic attacks. Now, I know you're going to say, that sounds ridiculous and stupid, but I guarantee you, people, I guarantee you, okay, this is your way out, all right? No medications, none of that crap. It's about your brain. You got to teach your brain, all right? Hope I'm pointing at the right thing. You got to teach your brain, all right, that there's nothing to fear, okay? So what do? You sit down in a chair like this, you know, straight up. Wait for it to happen. Now, when it happens, this is what you do. You do first what's called belly breathing or deep breathing or, you know, ginormous breathing, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, this is what you do. You close your eyes, all right? You take a breath in for 5 seconds, okay? Now, hold your breath for 7 seconds. Now, I know what you're going to think. You're telling me, Lior, I can't breathe. Okay, I can't breathe. How do you expect me to hold my breath? Guys, I am serious when I tell you this. You are breathing fine. This is all in your head. And when you put in too much oxygen in your body, you're going to hyperventilate. Okay, that's why you ever seen those people with asthma that when they don't have the pump, they go like that, you know, through the bags or whatever, and all of that stuff. Also, when you're running a marathon or whatever, you're not supposed to breathe. You're supposed to do these exact breathing techniques that I'm about to teach you, okay? So you breathe in, nice 5-second breath, hold your breath for 7 seconds, okay? Actually, you know what? Hold your breath for 5 seconds or 3 seconds and build up on it. Then through pierced lips, okay, go 7 seconds, empty out your lungs from all the damn oxygen you just sucked in, okay? Empty it all out so nothing builds up, okay? This is going to help you because it's not going to make you hyperventilate and all that stuff, okay? So I'm just going to tell you that's one of the techniques. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, Lior, you know, don't do this because if you do that, you're just teaching the brain that it is fear. It's not teaching the brain that it is fear. You have something in your holster to combat this piece of crap. Okay, so you have that under your holster, and this is the most powerful technique, people. Now, while you're doing these breathing techniques, okay, think of this, okay? I want you to think and know this. This is the truth. A panic attack is nothing but you running in a marathon, okay? It's like you ran a million miles, okay? Like you ever been in a gym after not exercising at all? I mean, I haven't done that in ages because I always exercise, but I'm just saying, the first run around the track, you feel all tired and, you know, because you ran that whole thing. It's exactly the same thing. You're going to be out of breath. That's how you feel like you just ran some, you know, track. So that's nothing, okay? If anything, you're losing weight, believe it or not. I know based on the hormones and stress, you probably are not, but you are burning calories because your heart is pumping a lot of stuff. So in other words, it's great. Now, the second thing is, okay, when you do this, you're going to feel that I'm bullshitting and saying, I can't breathe. I'm not going to hold my breath. Guys, I'm telling you, fight it through and do it. I guarantee you are breathing correctly, okay? Now, the other thing is you got to tell your brain, you know, that this is nothing, all right? This is nothing to worry about. This is nothing at all to fear. And you will see that you will have episodes. I had clients of mine that did this breathing technique and had 7 episodes of a panic attack. So it came, and then they did the breathing technique. It went away. Then it came stronger, and then it went away, and it's stronger and went away. And then once they did that, for some reason, they got knocked out and fell asleep and woke up the next day with no problems at all, because it's going to get you weak because you feel like you just burned so much energy because it's like you ran a marathon. So you got to tell yourself also, a lot of you guys are going to think, oh God, I'm nauseous. What am I going to do? I'm going to faint. I'm here to debunk that thought right now by telling you something. I hate science in general, but I'm going to tell you now something about science, something about, your body right now. When you have a high blood pressure, okay, your blood pressure jacks high, you're not going to faint. I guarantee you, you will not faint. You will feel weak. You will feel like you're pins and needles, all of that stuff. You're going to feel nauseous, dizzy. You will not faint. The only way you're going to faint is if you have low blood pressure. And when you have a panic attack, your blood pressure jacks high. So you got nothing to worry about fainting. You can feel like you're going to faint, but you won't. So get that out of your head. You got to tell yourself that, watch, I'm not going to faint. You are going to fall asleep because you're going to feel like you burned a shit ton of energy. Okay, and that's how you defeat it. Now the second thing, how you're, how do you deal with it to not get worse is do not drink any diet sodas. I don't care what Dr. Oz said. I don't care what any of these idiots said. Aspartame is horrible and it affects the brain. Based on my studies, I had 20 clients of mine who wanted me to do tests on them to get them out of the panic attacks. So the first thing I did was cut the diet crap out. Aspartame does cause cancer no matter what anybody tells you, and aspartame does play a big role on your brain. And if you think it doesn't, all you panic attack sufferers out there, drink some more of that diet crap and you're going to see that you're going to have jitters and all this other crap. You know why? Because that's what aspartame does to the human brain. It screws up your fucking brains. So please, people, do not listen to the garbage and listen to me. I am giving you truth. Take aspartame the hell away from you. Do not drink that pile of donkey shit. Okay, so I'm sorry for cursing, but it pisses me off to see this kind of crap every freaking day. People saying it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good. It is the worst crap you could ever put in your body as aspartame. You want to drink something with caffeine? You go ahead. You want to drink something with sugar? Drink less of it, and you'll be able to drink that and have the same calorie burn effect. I don't give a damn for any of that crap. They should not have aspartame in anything. Okay? Second thing is do not drink any caffeine. For those 2 weeks, do not drink caffeine because it's going to give you jitters. It's going to make you, hyperventilate because you're going to get those palpitations. That's what caffeine does, people. I mean, caffeine gives you that, crash and burn effect, right? Sugar does the same thing, so stay away from that for a little while, okay? Every day, I want you to meditate, okay? I want you to pray to the good Lord. Now, if you guys are atheists and didn't find the Lord yet, then go ahead. Do what I'm telling you with the meditation techniques, all of that. But guys, I'm telling you right now, when you believe in the Lord God, okay, God of Abraham, blessed be his name forever. When you believe in him, you have nothing to fear. I guarantee you, there will be not a hair on your head that will be harmed. Do you understand? Your soul is immortal. You are immortal. Okay, so put this in your head that you will not die because the Lord will never forsake you. In fact, he has tested you to make you go above and beyond what you are capable to do, because the good Lord gives us obstacles for one reason, people, to prepare us for a later time in our life. Do you understand? And this is exactly what a panic attack is. Okay? Look at it as that way. It's a challenge. You have been given a challenge, now defeat it. So, now, how do you defeat it? Okay, so how do we defeat it? Very simple. All the stuff that I told you before, I'm going to tell you, except for aspartame, screw that. Make caffeine. Okay, this is what you guys got to do. Take a heaping spoon of caffeine, throw it into your gullet, okay? Throw it right into your mouth. Drink some water, obviously, afterwards, because you need to, let it go inside your body without choking. And what you do is just wait for a panic attack to come. Want the panic attack to come. Let it consume you. Let it take over you. And tell yourself that this has no more hold over you. Okay? Because if it does, right? Just do the breathing technique. You'll be fine. I guarantee you, once you master that breathing technique, okay, you are going to be fine. Okay? And I know most of you guys are scared. You're like, I'm going to go to work. I can't go to work anymore. I can't do that because when I have a panic attack, what the hell am I going to do? And we're going to get up to that because that's general anxiety disorder, which comes after you learn to master that panic attack, okay? But we're going to go into that a little later. But basically what you got to do is you got to face your fear. You know how they say face your fear? The only thing to fear is fear itself. Well, guess what? That is what you're fearing right now, is the fear itself. You're up to that stage. So what you need to do is put that caffeine into your system and pray to God that you have a panic attack. Let it happen. Learn to love it. Okay? Learn to let it take you over. And when you feel the pins and needles, just be like, oh my God, look at all the miracles the good Lord has done. That He made our body. Look how He made our bodies. And for all you atheists out there, just say, hey, look how our bodies are. That the blood, is going, all over the place and all this and that. Just think about your body, but don't analyze it to the negative. Analyze it to the positive. Say, look how our bodies were designed. That the blood goes from away from all these little things. Just don't try to overanalyze it in a negative way. Look at it in a positive way. Act as if there's like a dark cloud that's suddenly like like shifting, going away and whatever, and all of that stuff. Like a commercial after a show, that you're waiting for. Let it just sit down, relax, enjoy yourself. Let it happen, okay? Act like it's a commercial that's going away, and then it will go away, I promise you. And then once you learn to master that, no more. You will not have it. It will come once in a while. I had a client of mine that it came after 6 months. It came to her. She just did the breathing technique and it went away. Okay? So it does come for a while because, again, your brain will suddenly wake up. And I'm going to explain this to you. You got to think outside the box. There's a big reason this is happening to you. And I'm going to explain that towards the end. And some of you might think I'm crazy. Some of you might think I'm not. I really don't care. This is my point of view, my interpretation. It's just like the Torah people. You can either read generic crap or read what I'm telling you here, which, whatever, or you interpret it to your own. And when you interpret things to your own self and your own heart, when you pray to the good Lord, okay, that's going to be from your heart. That's the only time you're going to feel who you truly are. You understand? What you truly feel. It's your own words. So what I'm telling you here is just a suggestion, okay? That's what mortal people do. Only take mortal people as, words as suggestion. Okay? Take the Lord God, our Father, take His word as law, okay, and fact. Okay? So now I'm just giving you suggestions here. Okay, and I'm telling you it works because I have done this to so many of my clients and broke them out of their stinking coffins. So always use it. Every 6 months, you might have it here and there coming back in the middle of the night terrors, all this crap. That's the way it is. That's how you're going to deal with it. Then right afterwards, you're going to have what's called general anxiety disorder. Okay, guys, general anxiety disorder. What is that crap? Okay, so I'm going to tell you now. General anxiety disorder happens after your panic attack. During your panic attack, you start to go into this depression state. You don't want to move. You're staying stuck in one place. You gain depression, claustrophobia, anxiety up the wazoo, okay? On top of that, you have all the palpitations and all that other crap. Once you're done with that, you're only going to be left with depression, suicidal thoughts. No joke. It happens, and I'm going to explain to you why. Suicidal thoughts, learned helplessness, because you're going to feel like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You are just screwed. I mean, I used to work with rats. I remember with electric shocks. I don't like doing that, but that's what we used to do in college. They used to force us to do it. And what happened is when you shock the rat, no matter what, he will not end up moving because he'll know he's damned if he does, he's damned if he doesn't. Right? Whatever he does, he's going to get shocked. So you're not teaching him anything. So basically, that's what you're doing to yourself. You are just going to sit there like that rat and just, be scared shitless and stay in one place. So what happens is after the panic attack, you get into general anxiety disorder. So you go back to work. You go on the train, you feel nauseous. The reason you feel nauseous is because you have a little bit of that anxiety left. And you are choking. And you need some air. You need that air condition pumping, okay? You need all of that stuff. And if it's hot outside, it's going to hurt you even more because the thickness of the air, the humidity, depends where you are, of course, is going to affect you a lot. So what you need to do is you guys need to understand, okay, that you are going to go through this. This is a natural, order of things. So now you have to deal with it, right? So you got that depression, you're sitting on that train. How the hell do you deal with it? This is what you do. Now, cut caffeine out of your diet, okay? You already challenged yourself, you know how it is, but just cut it out for a little while here because you need to let your blood regulate before you could start introducing caffeine. It took some of my clients up to 3 years, okay, to get out of that. Now, I said up to 3 years, right? Based on average. Some of them got out in a year, some of them in 6 months, 3 months. you guys might get out, sooner, some of you later than 3 years. It doesn't matter. The point is you'll get out of it. But you'll be in control of it because you're going to see the anxiety level going down, 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 down. And you're going to learn to enjoy life. There's, so you go into work. This is what you do. You don't tell yourself, oh God, if I have a panic attack, what am I going to do? Okay, you tell your brain, this is what I'm going to do. If I have a panic attack, we got a shitter in the office, right? You guys got a bathroom in the office. So tell yourself, when I have a panic attack, or if I have a panic attack or anxiety, whatever, what do? I'm going to go into that bathroom, do my belly breathing, and it'll go away, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to use that belly breathing in your holster, all right? To pull out any second that you guys, wherever the gun is, anywhere where you guys are, when you guys are in trouble. And that's what you do, and you'll get away from that. Okay, now we're gonna, and that's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna build on it slowly. You're gonna see, okay, like I had a client of mine that always needed to use the bathroom, no matter where he went. He had anxiety because he kept saying, "I got to use the bathroom," and he kept tricking himself, and then he really needed to use the bathroom. So he, every time he was outside, we had to go to the bathroom for him to do piss or crap or whatever. Basically, how I trained him is I showed him that, slowly use the bathroom. Then tell yourself 10 hours, and then I'll use the bathroom. 12 hours, and that, like that, and build on it. And you will see that slowly, you guys will not have any problem anymore. I guarantee you that, people, you will not have a problem, okay? So please do this, and I guarantee you guys, you will get out of this problem. You will leave this problem, all right? Now I'm going to go into the medication portion of this. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the medications. What was it? Xanax and all kinds of other antidepressant crap. People, you're going to a psychiatrist. That is the worst thing you could ever do. Did you know that psychiatrists have the highest level of suicide? They commit suicide. Okay, they have one of the highest levels of suicide rates. You're going to people who want to kill themselves for common sense. I know common sense isn't common in common people, but for God's sakes, these guys make money off medication. They are going to give you crap to put in your body that is poisonous to your health. Xanax takes a year to work. My solution takes less than 6 months, and it might take a little bit longer, but it's not going to work. See, it's a placebo. Let me explain to you something. Xanax is nothing but a placebo because it's not going to retrain your brain. What happens is it does chemical effects on your brain that then you become dependent on it. Okay, it has long-term effects like diabetes, jitters. You're gonna forget. Your brain is gonna go like an old person, like in dementia. It's ridiculous, and it's gonna screw yourself up. Do not use these freaking medications. And also, they have antipsychotic medications that causes suicide. After all, psychiatrists want you. Misery loves company. They kill themselves. They want you to kill yourself. I guess that's the thing. So do not listen to these false prophets. They are much like any other idiots out there that try to give you wrong information, okay? Do not listen to them. Do not take that kind of crappy ass medication. Learn to deal with it by yourself. Even if it takes a little longer, you will deal with it and you will get through it. Do not take Xanax. You will have records. Everyone that hires you will know you use Xanax. You use antidepressants, okay? You do not want to kill yourself for something that's a challenge, okay? You do not want to kill yourself for something that is nothing, okay? You are not crazy. Okay? This was a challenge given to you by the good Lord, and if you're atheist, this was a challenge that's gonna make you a better, stronger person. Okay? So please listen to me when I tell you this. Let this medication crap go away. All this crap is a bunch of chemicals going in your body that could cause cancer, diabetes, and all kinds of other crap in your lifetime. You do not need to do this, okay? They want you to be dependent on these drugs because they make a large profit. You guys think doctors don't make money? They just write you a prescription and that's it, all willy-nilly, and boom, it's done. No, they make profit off of that, okay? So I'm telling you guys, just listen to me on this. Do not take medication. Do what I told you, and I guarantee fucking to you that you're going to get done with this shit, okay? I'm sorry I gotta curse again, but my head is getting fried from having to repeat this crap over and over again. I've been giving tons of speeches, and I need to do this YouTube video. I do apologize because I can't believe it took me this long to think about making a video. And now I'm freaking blind doing it. Okay, I'm gonna be okay within a couple of weeks, hopefully. And if anything, you know, whatever, write me questions. First, try my technique. Then I want you guys to write me any type of questions. Do not fear, okay? Those of you that believe in God, just understand God is real, okay? God is with us. The good Lord has a plan for all of us, okay? If you believe in Him, do not fear anything, I promise you. I don't even know what to tell you here, guys. You need to believe me in this, okay? The good Lord is looking after each and every one of us. He's not going to let us be cannon fodder, all right? We're not going to be turned into ashes, okay? That's for the demons and all that other crap. Now, speaking of demons, we're going to go into outside the box, and here's where it gets really interesting. Demonology, huh? Back in the day when people really understood who the good Lord is, it wasn't called thinking outside the box. It was called thinking in the box. Jews, you know, my fellow brothers and sisters, the Jewish people, I'm a Jew myself. I consider myself an Israelite, a true Yehudi. So I'm just going to tell you about this. Okay, I don't, you know, modern Judaism, whatever. So I'm just going to explain to you ancient Judaism, what it was. When a person was born, right, a child was born, what do? I mean, you could ask any Jewish person this, he'll tell you this. They cut his hair after 3 years old. Now, why did they do that? Lilith was Adam's first wife, right? So what happened is, you know, there was a whole commotion. You could read about this. I'm not going to go too much into it. Read about it, Google it, do something, whatever. So basically, she went out. She, you know, her and Azazel had a bunch of kids. They were called incubi, succubi, all this crap. Now what happens is these incubi and succubi used to come into kids' dreams and into men's dreams as well. Now in men's dreams, they feed off your soul, but you can sustain it. So you'll still live. To a kid, he would die. So what happened was, to a child. So what happened was they put on the baby a talisman as soon as he was born. See, because back then people believed in God and didn't do the filthy crap they're doing right now and listening to mortal men like rabbis and priests and all this other junk. So they actually listened to God. So they put a talisman on the child, right? So after they put the talisman on the child, what did they do? They said, let the hair grow of that child. See, Jews don't know. The Jewish people of today, they think it's just a ritual. They don't understand where it came from. They grew the boy's hair long for a reason. To trick these demons into thinking that it was a girl. You see, because then they can't mate because they think it's a girl, because demons are that stupid. So what happened is after they're 3, they can sustain it, so then they cut the child's hair off. And that's where it came from. So what the hell does that have to do with panic attacks? Guys, I had a lot of my clients that had no anxiety, no nothing. Okay? Now, if any of you check out my channel, you know that I am a spiritual person. I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been battling demons ever since I was a kid, doing exorcisms for people for free. I do not charge for things like that because it is your obligation as human beings. Read about all kinds of stuff and you will see. If you don't believe me and you think I'm a wacko, why don't you do this? Take a tape recorder, leave it in your room, just leave it on with no sound, make sure there's no sound around, and I guarantee you will start hearing whispers and voices, and you can try to explain to that Mr. Scientists. Okay, try to explain to me what the hell is that about. Okay, so you will hear what's called electronic voice phenomenon. Now, what do these demons do? Demons do exist. It's written in our Bible. They're around, okay? So I'm not saying, I'm actually saying all of them are, but I can't generalize. I don't like generalizing, so I'm going to just say, you know, some of the anxiety attacks could be, in fact, anxiety. But it is funny that I have a lot of my patients, I don't like saying that, clients, that are the most happiest people in the world and one day just wake up with a, you know, crap. So what happens is, what I believe is, because I've been doing EVPs with them, so, you know, I've been going to their house, and we have found that they had demons in their house. So what do? So, okay, guys, I'm about to give you something, even to you atheists out there. You know, you guys are in the process of finding the good Lord. People, please do not down any atheists. They're just like Abraham, okay? They will eventually find their way. If they won't, they'll find it in the next life. We all have to find God for ourselves. They're not wrong. Who's to say we're right? Who's to say they're right? We have to respect one another, okay? So, They have to find the good Lord, and I'm going to give them right now something, and this is not psychological. What I'm about to tell you is very simple, okay? So give me about 1 second, I'll be right back. So a long time ago, Jews used to use something like this, right? This is called white sage. The Cherokee Indians, or the lost tribe of Israel, you know, whatever, if they believe it or not, they are the lost tribe. They're actually completely the lost tribe of Israel. They still use, you know, white sage. And that incense, what it does is it combines. Now, the good Lord guards you from demons, but if you remember the story of Moses when he parted the Red Sea, you know, he didn't just say abracadabra and poof, the Red Sea went out. What happened was every member of every tribe, right, of Israel jumped into the water when the water hit above their noses, and they were about to die. Their emunah, their belief in God was so strong, they didn't care about dying because they believed that it would, that, you know, that the Lord will, you know, will save them. So what happened is when God saw that, he opened the Red Sea. So basically what that meant, that was a message to us to have faith and everything, but you can't just sit on your ass waiting for a miracle. I mean, remember, the whole point about this is to become a better person than you are, right? So you need to fight and ward demons off on your own. So you get one of these babies here. This is called white sage. Okay? You could buy it off eBay. I love the smell of this. I know some of you guys, it's an acquired taste. But right now, because I'm a little bit blind, sorry guys, my phone shut off. So basically they took white sage, and what happens is the smoke, you light it up. You get this for, you know, a couple of dollars. You get like by bulk. And you know, you blow on it. You'll see videos all around about how to smudge. You go counterclockwise, I go clockwise. Go to every corner of the room, and then just let it go all over your body, the smoke, and it attaches to these demons, and they get weak, and they get that, all kinds of stuff, and so on and so forth. If you see, I have the pentacles of Solomon all over my wall. Some people think I'm a freak, but this is, ever since I was a kid, this is what I love doing. That actually weakens spirits. Again, I'm a spiritual person, so what you do is you walk around to every corner of the room and do that, but then you do this to yourself. Now, read Psalm 91, okay? No matter what anybody tells you, that is an exorcism prayer. I guarantee you, every house that I went to, I have used all kinds of psalms, okay? And something in my head always told me, Psalm 91, baby, and that's what I did. I read Psalm 91, and I have relieved, you know, people out of demons out of their houses, and then hello and behold, somehow, you know, everything was okay. But now here's the thing. What happens is a demon would come to your body and say, okay, let me cause some problems. This guy's a righteous man or whatever. Or it even could be an angel that's trying to give you this gift. I mean, remember, everything is planned by the Lord. It's preordained. For all you atheist people, I mean, I'm about to prove to you that the good Lord does exist. Just give me a shot here, okay? If not, you know, it's your choice. I respect you for that, and I love you guys. Okay, but I'm just going to tell you guys, what you do is you read Psalm 91. You do this around your body. Now remember, the demons came to you to screw you up, okay? To challenge you. Now when you're under, what happens when there's turmoil? It could go either way. You could be either extreme evil or extreme good. Most of my clients, they returned. They became religious. They were, you know, reading from the Torah, reading from the scriptures. You know, some of the Christians read from the New Testament, and so on and so forth, and all that stuff. So you know, it doesn't matter what you read. Be close to God. That's all that matters. So, you know, use this white sage right here, and, you know, free yourself from these demonic shitholes. So, shitheads. So what happens is these testicles of Azazel, they come to you, and they throw you off. Now, you think, oh, God, all right, now I'm done with the demon. But guess what? That demon just left in you something, that fear. And that fear is building up in your head, and he knows that. So he's out. He's dead. Remember, God cursed Lilith's children. Every day they will die. So there's billions of demons all around the world. The big, you know, they say Satan, Satan this, Satan that. Satan's just the angel of test. That has nothing to do with them. It's Azazel. Okay? So Azazel gives off to these demons, and he has billions of them, and they're going to be all around you, and they're going to be all, you know, everywhere around your asses, and you have to learn to banish them. And once you do, they will not come to your house anymore, but you still have to deal with the fear. You have to deal with that. Once they see, they feed off the fear, you understand? So because of that, they give you this fear, because they can control you. You understand? I know this is thinking outside the box, and I'm throwing a lot of information at you. So please, if you don't believe in this, just take this equation right out and just do what I told you before. beforehand, just do that and you'll be perfect. Okay, you will be perfect. I guarantee you. The demons might come here and there and screw up your life and whatever, but when you show that there is no fear, you'll ward them off and they'll just go off on their own. Okay, because they'll know you cannot be conquered. So you could even defeat it that way. I just recommend doing this because I like to stick it to them. You understand? I like demons fearing me. When I come into every house, I don't even need to use this. They already know that I'm going to kick some demon ass, some demon arse. Most of them even leave before I get there. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, people. Make your name known to the spiritual world. Teach them a lesson, okay? Now, all you got to do is, I want you guys to love each and every one out there, okay? There's a lot of religions out there that preach hatred. I'm sure we know exactly which ones. I am not a man of religion. I am a man of God. God does not like religion. God likes people who follow him, not mortal men. Turn to the Lord and you will find salvation, I guarantee you. Pray to the Kadosh Baruch Hu every day. Know that he is with you every day. Okay? Fear nothing. Okay? It aches my heart to know that my fellow brothers and sisters are suffering. Take what I gave you right now and I want you to pass it on to your fellow brother and sister. Love one another, okay? Go up to them and do great deeds. I'm digging you out of your shithole so you get out there and you do some great deeds. You help one another. You see a struggling homeless person, even if he buys drugs with it, give him money. Who cares, okay? This is charity. I want that intention in your heart, okay? That this horrible turmoil that just went on, I want this to make you reborn as a pure human being and be the most precious creation that the Kadosh Baruch Hu has created. You know, he made humanity. We are his prized creation. So much crap going on in this world, people. We need to love one another. We need to be at peace. Okay? We need to bring a unity. Let us all gather together and praise his name. Okay? Praise his name to the skies. Look to the skies and to the clouds and praise my Father's name. Okay? Praise our Father. He's always there for us. He has not forsaken you. But you have forsaken him, so many of you. So people, I tell you, my brothers and sisters, I tell you, use my information, pass it on to anyone that's suffering. I am telling you it works. I've taken people that were 20 years, 30 years in, in these things. And, they've been out, they've been broken. That woman I was telling you about was 20 years back and forth in the emergency room, used drugs, everything didn't work. I changed her life. She was crying in tears. She couldn't believe that she can walk outside. I want that to happen for you. You have no idea how much you guys mean to me. Every one of your souls out there, it kills me to know that you're suffering. It kills me. I don't know, it hurts the hell out of me. And something so obvious, and I want you guys to understand that. Okay, I want you guys to go out there and help one another and love one another. And, those who are atheists, again, I do not hate you. I love you. I love each and every one of you. You are the most precious. You are part of the most precious creation of the Lord. You are human. You understand? I love you guys. Okay? Just like Abraham, you will find your way. If not, it doesn't matter. The Lord has every plan for each and every one of us, okay? He has challenges for each and every one of us. We have to stop with this separation crap that religion does. We are not to be separated. We are to be together, unified as one body, okay? Let us all gather together and praise his name forever. May the Lord God of Abraham, blessed be his name forever, bless each and every one of you. I love you guys. If you have any questions, please leave me a private message or leave it on the post on the video. Again, I'm blind, so I can't, for a little while, like about, I don't know, a week or two, I'm not going to be able to see well, so due to the crazy-ass sun. So because of that, give me some time, okay? I will answer your questions, I promise you. But first, don't, just post questions, try my methods, see where they lead you, and then post it up. And people that are going to be naysayers, please don't post anything on my video. This video is for people that need help people that need, to get out of their coffin, okay? And I know a lot of you guys that are in the business of making books and crap, trying to sell my information, which is probably your information as well. You're going to try to be bureaucrats about it and try to sell it, so you're going to leave negative comments. I could care less. You can leave all the thumbs down you want. I'm not doing this for glory. I'm not doing this for anything. I am doing this for them. That's it. I am doing it for humanity to have something free, a free cure to get out of their coffins right now. So, guys, so basically, that's what I want you guys to do. All right, all of you righteous people of the Lord, bless you. May the Lord God of Abraham bless you forever. Amen.